Aloha everybody, and welcome to the Kanileʻa Sound Studio. I'm continuing to be honored and flattered because I get to share with you the OHA models today with my good friend Brittni Paiva. And if you haven't seen our spec and model and overall general release for the new OHA series, make sure to check that video out. We will have a link here for you. We're not going to go too much into the specs today. This is purely going to be about how these new OHAs sound and how they feel and their playability. And we have one of the world's best players here to do that for us. Hi, thank you for coming.
Yeah,
thanks for having
me.
So this is the K01 Soprano. So we're going to just go through one of each size, two different models.
Okay.
So we have the K01 Soprano, and started with this one. You've been playing it for, I don't know, like 15 minutes. And it sounds pretty good to me. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, it's all solid koa, and it projects. You know, so it has a really, really loud, you know, if you want that nice sweet soprano tone that projects. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, it has its sweet spot. It's not overly deep or anything like that. You know, it's fun, it's twangy, it's you want to swing to it kind of thing.
Yeah, like you could just like stick this one in your back pocket, pull it out, and and play it. Yeah,
put it in the back pocket. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Could you play us something through? Nice. It's very sweet.
Yeah.
I know soprano in the Hawaiian made Kanileʻa line aren't they're not the most prevalent thing, but with your experiences of Hawaiian made Kanileʻa soprano, what would you say are some similarities?
I would say just pretty much the feel overall. It feels very, very much like Hawaiian made Kanileʻa soprano.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's you can't even really tell, and that's the thing I really love about it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, there are a few differences, but it's good, and that was the point of it. Was we have these great designs, great engineering, and being able to put that onto something under 1,000, under 800, I think even under 700 in the case of this soprano for the initial launch. So yeah. That is our K01 Soprano. We're going to move on to next, a K02 Concert. It's a beauty. And through the magic of editing, we now have the K02 Concert in hand. Like I said, it's a beauty, a little bit extra special. And one of the main things that make the OHA line special, probably, I'd say potentially the most special and important thing, is that we in-house here locally cut, dried, laid out, and created every single core set for this series, and this is one of those that got a little upgrade, maybe not purposely, but this is a beautiful set of core in our K02 line with a nice abalone touch and the turquoise bindings.
So much volume. Yeah.
A lot of mid-range is what I'm hearing too. But yeah, a lot of volume. A lot of volume.
Yeah. I really like the I think the concert is kind of like a happy medium between the soprano. You get a little bit of that soprano tone, but with more depth like a tenor.
Right. Yeah, you can definitely hear a significant increase in depth from the soprano, but
right.
You know, like you're saying, it gives you that nice twang, that vibe that the soprano gives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Would you say any similarities to the Hawaiian-made concerts that you feel? Anything jumps out at you?
Not really. I feel like maybe the neck would be a little more dense than a Hawaiian made, but it's not that much of a difference. It's I mean, I feel it because I play, you know, so many different models, you know, and so I can tell the difference between, you know, each one. But if I were to just like pick it up, it's not a huge difference at all. It's actually kind of nice to have that little bit of extra weight in my left hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think about the finish or the satin neck on these?
It's great. It's actually really smooth. So I think, yeah, I mean, it's pretty much, spot on.
Yeah, they did a good job.
Yeah.
Trying to emulate the silk finish that we do. It's hard when it's not UV finished because these aren't UV cured. They are more traditional polyurethane. But, you know, we work to develop a nice satiny feel to give that effect. Yeah. And not have a real sticky, glossy neck.
Yeah, that's a big plus with the satin necks. Yeah.
Yeah. Could you give us a little bit more on this concert?
Sure.
Even with the nylon strings, it's pretty articulate. It's pretty clear. It has a nice blend, though. It's not overly muddy, but I think it's pretty articulate. What do you think?
I agree. It's very articulate, and it's perfect for its price.
Nice. Yeah. Up next, we have a KO2 Tenor. Tenor being, I mean, at this point in the game, it's hugely or easily the most popular size. 80 to 85% of what we do now is tenor. So we'll check out the KO2 Tenor next. All right, now we've got the KO2 Tenor here, and this being your preferred size. Tell me what you think about it.
Just off the bat, picking it up, it's, you know, still like the others, really nice to hold. Not particularly heavy. Just kind of, you know, fits nicely.
It is a little heavier than the Hawaiian made. You know, we do have to acknowledge that, but it's still light in the general sense of tenors, I think.
Right. Tone wise, you have that full, you know, projection that tenors have. So it's very articulate for if you want to do finger style things. It's also got that volume and projection. You know, for strumming. Yeah, it's really loud. I love it.
It's loud, yeah. Cool. Could we hear some of that more articulate sounds that you can get from it? I'm going to put you on the spot here. This specific instrument, you know, not looking at the whole series or anything, this specific one, what is your favorite thing about it?
Ooh. I think I like the punchiness of it. Yeah, this particular one is quite punchy.
It is, yeah. It's like every time you do that hard strum, I'm like getting pushed back a little bit.
Yeah. I think that's my favorite thing about this particular one.
Nice. And so while we have the tenor here, I think we touch on the bracing a little bit. You can see the triangles from the outside looking in, the truss system from the truer bracing. While the OHA does have remnants of the bracing that you would find in a Kanileʻa made here in Kaneohe, it's not exactly the same. we had to engineer the bracing to be slightly different to counteract some of the differences being done not in our own factory. The koa, the neck is slightly different. So the finish especially being one of the biggest differences. So we did tweak it. It has its own DNA. It has the truer DNA, but it has its own real full system in there. So it's specifically made for the OHA, but it of course has the truer remnants of it. The tenor, I mean, they're awesome, and all sizes are available in KO1 and KO2, and each one does look different because they are solid koa. They're not coming out looking all the same. So, you know, make sure you pick out the one that you like. They are serialized as well. And there is one instrument out there that has the number 1 serial number. And we made sure actually not to designate it to a certain spot. Like we didn't go and find it specifically and say, oh, we're going to keep this or we're going to do this with that. So somewhere we just kind of let it go out there like a golden ticket. Number 1, I think it's 2023.
230.
Oh, okay. This is 230.
Oh, 073, sorry.
Oh, 073.
Yeah, 073.
So they all start with 2023. So this is number 73. There is a 2023001 out there somewhere. I don't know what it is. I don't even know the model. I don't know which size it is. To be quite honest, it's the golden ticket out there. So let us know if you end up finding that one. And up next, we will do the Kanileʻa exclusive size, the super tenor, and we're going to check that out in the KO1 model. All right, we've got our final sized instrument here. This is the super tenor, and for those that may not know, and maybe you as well, Brittni, super, the description of super in the ukulele category is actually trademarked by Kanileʻa. Super soprano, super concert, and super tenor. It's a trademark Kanileʻa and something that we designed early on in the building of the company to widen the lower bout, add some depth, some volume, some warmth, and also adding in a little bit of different feel when you're playing, kind of more similar to a guitar, reaching around a little bit more. But yeah, so this is our KO1 super tenor. Beautiful piece of koa. The front is really nice, but the back, look at that. Look at that drama.
Yeah, it's really nice. The super tenors are, it's a model that I've always really was kind of fascinated with because it's like half tenor, half baritone.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's kind of how I associated it.
Okay.
You know, in my mind. So it's, I guess you could probably tune it either way. You know, do a baritone tuning on the super tenor, and then you get that treble from the tenor size, but the depth and volume from the baritone. Yeah. So which I love that concept.
These do come standard as a 17-inch scale. We won't be doing 19-inch scales, at least not yet, in the OHA line. But yeah, they have the bari tenor string sets, or if there's other sets out there that could tune baritone.
Right. Yeah, I think it
would sound great. Yeah. The clarity at the 12th fret was really, really nice there. Good amount of volume and clarity down there or up there.
Yeah, for sure. Even all the way up to 15.
Yeah. Sounds nice.
Yeah.
That's why we have you here. I couldn't do that. I couldn't make it sound like that.
Yeah, I think this is an amazing instrument. Yeah, amazing model.
Sweet. I'm glad you like it.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us today. Any last thoughts on the series as a whole?
I think it's really great. I think they're all very well made. There's very little difference between a Hawaii-based or Hawaii-made instrument compared to the OHA models. Yeah, I mean, it's really, really well done.
Sweet. Thank you.
Of course.
And if you'd like to check them out for yourselves, they're available at kanileʻaukulele.com, the ukulelesite.com, and at the Southern Ukulele store. And we'll have them rolling out throughout the rest of the year and into the next year to make sure that they're available at dealers near you. But for now, it's just those 3 locations. And if you like this video, please like and subscribe to our channel. Follow Brittni at Brittni Paiva on Instagram, Facebook,
Yep.
YouTube, Spotify,
everywhere.
iTunes. Just search it, Google it, whatever, and it'll all come up. Make sure you follow Brittni, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.